A lot has been said about my next guest. A lot has been written about her online by bloggers, and everyone online seems to have an opinion about her life. Naomi Jemutai, aka Mkale Msungu, aka Shaniqwa's baby mama, trended online a few days ago after her ex-husband, popular comedian Shaniqwa, went public detailing the reasons as to why he thought his marriage to her broke down. Naomi is right here with us on set today to set the record straight, talk about her current ventures, her future plans, and what she does to put food on the table. So, Naomi, sasa? Uko fiti, Mkale Msungu.
Yeah.
First and foremost, why do you call yourself Mkale Msungu?
Because one, I'm a Kalenjin, and because of my skin tone, people tend to call me Mzungu, so I decided to draw tengeneza kajina kama Mkale Mzungu. Nikashika hivyo.
So anyway, wow, you know why we're here? We're basically here because ume trend online sana, by the way. You've been trending since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy. What was your reaction when you first saw that your ex-husband went public about why you guys broke? What was your first reaction?
Okay, I remember it was at night, at midnight, but I received so many text messages and I was like, kwani what's not happening? So, nikasema wacha nilale, then in the morning, niamkie nione nenene. In the morning, I find screenshots. Hey, I've never been tortured evil.
When I spoke to you earlier, you told me that your mother texted you, your aunties. What was your parents' and relatives' reaction to that?
The first person to text or call was my auntie. And she was like, mbona naona uongo mingi social media? And I was like, hata mimi nimeshangaa juu vitu inasemwa hapo, hata nyinyi mnajua si ukweli. Then my mom calls, she's like, hapana hii kitu, it's not right, si fiti venye amefanya na nini na nini. Nikamwambia tu mother, relax, kuna pia my side of the story, you know. I just told her to clear the shit up then, yeah.
Well, you've been separated for a while, but he has never spoken about it in public. What makes you think, is this something that happened between the last few days that made him go public, between the two of you?
Yeah, we've separated, I think now it's a year. I used to stay with my kid for the 2 years. So I used to take care of my son, peke yangu, he never gave me any shit. But I never minded to come out at niseme he's a deadbeat or something because sikuona haja. So after juzi, COVID came, nikaanza kurudi chini, nikashindwa pia mi kulipa rent and shit. Nikamwambia, for this period of like 4 months or 5 months, help me take care of Kangi. Then nikirudi fiti, I'll come pick him up. Niendelee kuishi vile tulikuwa tunaishingi. So, sijui mvurugano ilitokea wapi katikati ya hapo because I've been visiting my son. I was with him on Wednesday last week. Yeah. Nashanga mbona seme vitu kama hizo.
In the interviews, he's claiming that when he lost his job at KTN, upon you started cheating on him while you're still married to him. Amukwa separate. Ulikuna cheat while still married to him when he lost his job. How you want to talk about that? Yeah,
okay. When Kevo lost his job, I remember I also used to take him to work at times. When a job ilisha, we were like, okay, now what do we do next? I remember things were bad. I was pregnant. I know hospital bills were on his head na kila kitu. I stuck by nilikanae for a very long time. I remember hata akisema aliauctioniwa vitu, that is true. Tuliauctioniwa, my son was like 2 months old. Then I told Kevo, staki embarrassment, like ocha kwetu, so let me go to your place, kwao ushago. I stayed at their place for like 5 to 6 months. And then I was like, hapana, hii story, ainisaidi, cause niko ocha, hakuna kitu yenye nafanya, my son needs pampers. Nikasema, I'll come back to Nairobi and then start something. I remember talking to one of our friends, and he host. I won't mention names. Alini host for the longest. Nikaanza kuwork salon. So, nikemaliza, nikaanza kufanya opo, venye alisema alinitafutia hiyo job. But things started deteriorating to hivyo. Ikienda chini. The moment anasema alikuwa na cheat on, that was not actually me. I found him several times, even before alose kazi yake KTN akicheat, and each and every single time ulikuwa namuuliza, he used to beat me up like nonsense, unaona, and I never said anything. My friends know, nilikuwa naenda hadi na black eye job, I had wounds in my hands, unaona, hadi at times I would wear a hoodie ndio nifiche mdosi asione aniambie niende home. So ilifika mahali I just said, you know what, acha niishie, siwezi shindwa kulisha mtoi, na hivyo ndo nikaenda. I went to Ruiru. In Ruiru, he said I went to another man. I remember that statement well. It wasn't another man. A friend of mine, two of my friends, I think I'll just mention her name. She's called Tina. Tina took me and my son. I used to sleep kwake chini kwa floor. I remember tulitafuta mattress ile ndogo, and he host for a couple of months. Tulika for like 7 months huko before I now started having a good job, nikaenda nikajisort hivyo. So like when anasema nilienda Ruiru kwa mwanaume, that is not a man. Tina is not a man.
Well, he claims that but while you're still married, alikuwa anatumwa picture. I do not know the man. Pictures zako with that man partying while you're still married. Was that happening at that point?
First of all, my mom requested me to say this. She told me I should say this. Kevo hajaienda kwetu. Unaona? He doesn't know my parents. He doesn't know our place. So my mom told me, you are like boyfriend, mlikuwa tu mna date because we don't know you. You're not married according to us. Unaona? So anasikia vibaya sana akisikia ati hadi naitwa wife na nachomewa jina na umse atajilipa kitu kwetu kama hari ama kuona wazazi zi. Unaona? Yeah.
So what would you say personally is what led to the breakdown of the marriage? Mukafika mkona, this is the end. What got you to the end?
What got me to the end was the several domestic abuse. I remember there's a time after I was just from hospital because I had a C-section. A week. Ilikuwa tu a week. He bet me up, sijapona. Na tulikuwa na mtoto, so hadi a neighbor of mine akakuja kunichukua akanilokia kwa nyumba yake. Hadi jioni when alitoka job ndo akakuja akanifungulia. Akaniambia, you're not going back. Hujapona. Alafu this guy is still beating you up. Like it was, for me, the domestic violences ever since 2017.
What would you say was the reason he's beating you up as you're claiming?
Mostly.
What would cause the fights?
Mostly it was about me finding out he was cheating and me seeing text messages. At times I would find nudes. At times natumiwa vitu zingine uko zile za Kevo mbona unafanya hivi? Ama ukifanya usinioneshe, unaona, si madharau. It was disgusting. He used to cheat on my face with my friends. Yeah, so
you want to say here on the record that you never cheated on him before moving out of his house? You want to say on the record? On the record?
Yes.
Okay. Now he claims that you left the home and you left the child to go start a party life. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. I would say my financial status, as I told you, they weren't that good, and I couldn't sustain my son. So ilifika point I was also locked out of my own house. Ilibaki nimeenda nikaishi na beshte yangu. Vene nilimwambia tu aniangalilie mtoto for that short period. Mi mtumia do, I have the M-Pesa messages. Mi huenda kuvisit mtoi. I have the photos of everything, every single thing. Mi muongelesha IG because alini block everywhere. So mi muongelesha IG peke yake.
And that was that?
Yeah.
So lately you started appearing in music videos, Timothy, that Benzema, and all of that. And have you ever had a talk with him about appearing in music videos as his baby mama, I would say? Or what was his reaction to that?
I started doing music videos juzi too, because niliona sasa how can I sustain myself? You know, nilianza kuhost in clubs and nikaanza kuingia kwa music videos because now siwezi lala njaa na ninaweza fanya kitu, unaona? And also I need to save up because I have a son. So sioni mbona niambie Kevo I'm supposed to appear in a music video and yet hanisaidi, he's not talking to me. Instead, he's torturing me mentally. Unaona? Yeah.
Well, in the interview, he claimed that this marriage is completely over and he might not ever want you to get your son back again. Why would he never want you to get the son back again? How bad are things?
I don't know. I never had an issue with Kevo. I can show you the text messages that we talk. Sijui mbona anasema ataki anirudishie mtoto or something. Because for the 2 years he was not there, he was not supporting me with my son. I never said something ill about Kevo. Not even a single bit in any media station or to anyone. Like the friends who knew whatever I was going through are the only people who knew what was going through at the moment. But hatukuwai leak, hatukuwai sema ati ni kujenja ni mu-expose ati ni deadbeat ama nini zi. Nilisema tu nicheze chini, niendele na life yangu na mtoi, hivyo.
Well, you currently live alone or what is your living arrangement and why wouldn't you take your son and live with him? Or do you desire to take your son and live with him currently?
Yeah, I desire to take back my son. I really do. But for now, ndo nimeanza kurudi. As you've seen, I've been hosting at the tunnel every Tuesday. Ndo nimeanza kurudi. Sai siwezi sema naishi fiti vile nilikuwa naishingi. I live alone, of course. But sai bado siko fiti sana. Siwezi sema ati nichukue kangi saizi na siwezi kuja ni mle vizuri, unaona? Siwezi taka asafa pia. That is the more reason I took him to the dad.
Well, how often do you see your son? Let's say in a month, how many times do you see your son?
Like I do send money at times, but I always try every Wednesday because I'm at work on Tuesday. So I try every Wednesday nione mtoi. I had also made arrangements. Today I was to go see him, but I had to do this interview to just make things clear. So
when you see your son, is he usually there, or where do you get your son? Unaenda kwa nyumba kwake ama how do you do this?
No, at first it was hard. Alikuwa nakata nione mtoto kabisa. Then I told him I'm the mom. Unaona? Hata ifanyike nini ama nini, mimi ndo nilizaa mtoi. Unaona? Akona I guess a cousin ananileteanga mtoi. Place niko, tuna have fun. Ikifika time ya kwenda namrudisha mali Kevo wako. We've never met with Kevo. Yeah. But when I used to have my son, I used to bring my son to Kevo myself. Nilikuwa namleta hadi hapo Mirema, namwambia ndo mtoi unataka kwenda wapi na yeye ukimaliza unirudishie.
When is the last time you saw Shaniqwa? When is the last time you saw your ex-husband?
The last time I saw my Shaniqwa, let me say Shaniqwa, was during the time I took my son to be with the dad for a while. That was the last time I met with Shaniqwa.
Now, would you maybe tell us when was that? We are in November right now.
It was around June. Yeah, June.
A lot of people, even in the US, they separate and they co-parent easily and it's all right, especially in Hollywood and other celebrities. Would you say that you guys are co-parenting properly? Is it working, or how bad? How is the situation? Good or not so good?
Right now, he's making it hard for me. I even asked him, I can show you the message. I asked him, my mom wanted to see Kangi. The last time my mom saw Kangi was 6 months, when he was 6 months. So my mom was like, I want to see Kangi, at least tuchinje mbuzi, tukule, because it's been long ever since I saw that my grandson. Kevo said no. Alikata kabisa. Nikemwambia, for Christ's sake, it's my parents asking, not me. Just do it for my parents, so their grandson nikurudishie mtoi. Alikata.
You've talked about your mom quite a lot in the interview. Would you feel like, or would he feel like your mom meddled in the marriage like a mother-in-law would? Would he say that in your opinion, or would you feel that?
No, not really, because my mom was the best person Kevo had. They used to talk. hata kama wako wamemeet, they used to talk. And at times Madhe alikuwa anatusupport. Unapata saa zingine ametuma tu do out of nowhere when we were not okay. So Madhe anatuma do, my sister was also sending money. So from my side, I don't think my mom has changiad anything to do with Kevo and me. Yeah.
How was your relationship between you and his parents, your in-laws?
My in-laws were tulikuwa sawa because unaona walinichunga venye nilitoka huku venye tulifungiwa. I went stayed there. Hatukuwa na shida kabisa. Hatukuwa na shida na mama yake. I know at times unaweza kosana kidogo but tulikuwa tunaongea, tuna sort issues out. Yeah, siwezi sema my relationship with the in-laws was bad, no. Mali mambo zimefika.
Would there be any chance of you guys ever getting back together again and raising a child again?
In as much as I never wanted to raise my son as we are doing right now, sidhani.
Not possible.
Sidhani.
Okay. Well, let's talk about you. Now you left him. You used to do comedy with him some time back.
Yeah.
How did that go? And after you left the comedy career, which path did you take now?
I've not left comedy career. I'll start. Okay, I've been shooting some things I'm yet to release. I'm still doing that and also venturing in hosting club events and events also. Yeah. I'm more basically of an entertainment. Yeah.
And that's how you making your
And that is how currently. I'm making my money right now.
Well, is Mkali Msungu seeing someone, right? Is she single? Are you looking for someone? Or what is your love life like currently?
Siku rahisi. Acha nipumzike. Acha nipumzike for now. Siku rahisi. It's been tough. Yeah, siku rahisi.